Previously on Fly with the Guy. Christina challenged me to do a no-spin trip. All right, getting ready to meal prep. I'm going to make these thinly sliced chicken breasts. You shouldn't come to work sick, but when you do come to work sick, you should try your best not to spread it to other people. Coming to you live from the Readus Hotel where I am sick. This really has been Slim Click layover. The ground staff has already laid out all the amenities and things, so I don't have to do that part. These are sweet potatoes that was harvested. I'm definitely taking some back with me.
We had a couple of them died on. Came in here and they were laid out.
Oh.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade.
Hey frequent flyers, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies, New York City based flight attendant for a European carrier. You all, we are starting a trip today. This is actually going to be my last trip of September, although I really have not worked this month. But what did Glorilla say? At the end of the day has to end, and so does the month. So we are starting a 3-day trip tonight. I have been off for the last 5 days, home in Virginia the Friday, so I wasn't even going to begin to take my chances on getting on a flight out of Norfolk or out of Richmond to go to New York. I'm not even going to try it. A lot of commuters, when we do that, compress our schedule, work a whole lot, stay at the crash pad in between, and then at the end of it, we go back home. So that was a long explanation for that. Editing Brandon cut all that out. And yeah, I'll see y'all.
Every second, every minute, man, every second, every minute, man, every second, every minute, man,
Many hours later, it took me so long to get to New York. In Virginia, we were starting to, I guess, the preliminary parts of Hurricane Helene. Is it Helene? Helena? Helene? But whatever that hurricane is brewing down south. And so we had a tornado warning. I was trying to get out of that, but then it was cloudy and rainy for like the entirety of my drive up here to New York. Ooh, this got bleach in it. Had a moment to lay down and rest a bit. I forgot that my blazer was at the cleaners. Like, I dropped it off because I knew I had so many days off. Honey spilled all in the bottom of this bag. The cleaners was open until 11, so got my blazer. It's nice and fresh. I'm gonna throw some things in this bag and we're gonna get out of here in the next 5 minutes. We have an 11 p.m. report tonight. We are going to Rome.
If you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can kick it. Man, I swear that she can get it. Man, I swear that she can get it. Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can. Every second, every minute, man.
The aircraft. I'm in a very solemn mood right now. Making sure. Thank you.
Bye, have a good day.
You too. Have a good night. Oh, it's so embarrassing when someone tells you to have a good flight and you say you too.
Please let us know.
I hate when I do that. So I was trying to say have a good night, not have a good flight. Have a good night. But nonetheless, my captain was really nice. He was like, just checking on you, making sure you're good. I know you had a long drive up from Virginia. Because he heard me mention it to one of my classmates who's actually on the trip. I'm working in the 4 left position, which I'm actually really happy about because I have not as much responsibility as I would have if I was working in a galley position. So I'll be responsible for being in the cabin during boarding. I'll be on the meal cart during service, and I am responsible for this inventory, which is what I need to get in there and do. Anything good tonight? Same old, same old.
Same soup but repeated.
Because of the storm, we're going to have crazy tailwind, so we're going to do JFK to Rome in 7.5 hours tonight. We're going to be in turbulence, I think he said, all the way from New York all the way up until we get to Nova Scotia, and then again once we cross Ireland into the mainland of Europe. So it's going to be a pretty turbulent flight and everything. So that's it. That's all. Hello you all. Sorry for the rushed reaction right now and my unfocused nature, but I am actually rushing. So we are going to the city. We just signed up for the 5 o'clock shuttle. We wanted to go ahead and do it in advance because it is so busy here. It's so busy in the airport. What is going on in Rome this weekend? I need to start looking these things up because it is so busy. I have like 50 minutes to get unpacked, get showered, and like get downstairs. So I'm trying to do all the things. I need to charge my phone. Ah! Oh, this goes over here. Ah. Oh, I'm trying to do too much at one time. That flight was crazy. So much was going on. We had this lady traveling with her and her infant. She was traveling solo with her infant, and she was so sick. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're sick, and you're like trying to care for a child at the same time. That's crazy. We had a man that passed out in the forward galley, like just like boom. Big old dude, like my size. It happened while I was on rest, but yeah, that's crazy. Then, I'm trying to do too much at one time. Everybody was sick. I was the flight attendant pharmacist on that flight. All the crew just had different ailments. I'm trying to charge the phone. Okay, good. So everybody was like, I'm having stomach issues. You wouldn't happen to have any Tums? I'm like, yes, actually I do have Tums. Then somebody was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like I'm coming down with a cold and I'm congested and this, and I'm like, I got Sudafed. And then somebody else was like, I heard you had Sudafed. Yeah, I got some Sudafed. You want some Sudafed? So now I gave her all the Sudafed. I don't know if I'm gonna have any Sudafed for me. But that was it. Got rushed at the end of it. Started second service. The people on second rest, still in rest, but we got notice at like the last minute. So then we had to like rush and wake them up like, hey, we're landing 30 minutes earlier. But that was that. I'm going to get undressed, get showered, and get changed. And we're going to go into the city for some foolala. Oh, the sun is sunning. I'm with my classmate Alex again. Once again, roaming around somebody's city, no pun intended. Well, actually, pun intended. Gonna hop on the shuttle, make our way to the city, and then who knows what we'll get into.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my yearning. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Trying to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning.
Right on the roof.
This is our Uber.
Is it really?
No.
I'm talking living.
Could you imagine?
Or Polly Pocket.
So we were trying to go to this other bar, but we've had 7 Ubers cancel on us, including one that was coming from the east coast of Africa. It was in the Atlantic Ocean. Long story. But now we're getting gelato. But my issue is I can't see my gelato in advance. And I like to order off the line. I mean, I'm gonna get pistachio. That's like, oh, I don't know. Just making it back to the hotel. It was a madhouse out there. Like, it was Saturday night for sure. And we struggled to get a ride back, but finally we got one. Made it back. I am tired. Oh, I'm so ready to go to sleep. I cannot wait to get in the shower and then get into that bed. Good night. Good afternoon, y'all. It is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up for like 2 hours or so. I feel rested, but I don't actually know how long I slept because I did not have my Ultra Human ring on. Actually, I didn't have it on pretty much most of yesterday. I took it off after the flight because what I find is that the ring is comfortable and I got it fitted so that it's a little bit looser because my fingers with the rest of my body swells after flying for so long. So typically after a long haul flight, I will like take it off just to give my finger like a reprieve while I take a shower. But yesterday, if you remember, I was rushing. And so I hopped out the shower, got dressed. I didn't put on any jewelry or anything and ran out the door to go into the city. And I forgot to put this on. And then last night, I was so exhausted when we got back that I forgot to put it back on. So I don't actually know how long I slept. But it's on now. One thing I like about it is it can hold charge for 4 to 6 days. So when I leave on these trips, I don't ever have to worry about the battery dying. And I just charge it once I get back home after my trips. But nothing really happening today. I just made myself some coffee as I was like sitting there watching YouTube. And I was like, oh, it's Sunday. Everyone's posting their videos. And then I'm like, what about your video? I'm gonna try to squeeze out a video between now and when I need to be downstairs trying to get these videos out before Vlogtober starts. Bags upstate. I do like the crew that I'm working with, so I am excited about that. Nothing like working with a crew. And then Brandon, cut the... And then Brandon, cut that out. Just got back to work and already cutting up. We're going to Athens tonight. I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you're the last person to get on the van, your bags come off first.
This is how you make me feel. Lips lost, teeth white, apple bottoms let me bite. Spend the night, catch a flight. We can do what you like. Feeling bright, you smelling good. Let's get this.
Guess who I'm working beside? So we are working at the 3 doors today. That's what I chose. And I chose 3 right. She chose 3 left. All right. Badge off. We do not wear names on the plane because passengers don't need to know your name. We're about to start boarding soon. On our way to New York. This plane can hold 338 passengers. There are 339 people booked, plus some standby. So we're expecting a couple no-shows, but almost every seat to be full, which actually makes life a lot easier because people won't try to do the whole swapping around. The gloves, I put a whole brand new box in the mid.
How about here?
No gloves there. None of these bags have gloves. I put them in the galley. When you're completely full, it makes life a little bit easier for those of us working in the cabin because then passengers can't move around. You can't change seats. You just gotta sit where you gotta sit because every single seat will be full. Hold on, this is bothering me. Type A coming out right there. We just like uniformity. We need to open up the windows. The windows are darkened. What else did I have to say? You wanna say bye, Alex?
Like and subscribe.
All of that. Alright, we are back in New York. Flight is over and done. We were completely full. It was so busy. I don't know how we did it, but we did. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to end it here because I'm giving my colleague a ride. It is now time for Vlogtober to start, like in 2 days. So yeah, new videos every day. I don't know when y'all will see this one, but I'll put it out at some point when I don't have any other content to give out. But that's it, that's all. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brandon, and I will see you all the next time.
No, a day goes by.